Hi guys, welcome back to the Hindenfrisbee on the Titanium Gaming server. It's Minecraft with me, Sid. Back on the old Hindenfrisbee. I didn't want you to think that I wasn't giving this place any love, but what with Infamy Modern Warfare PvP tournaments and Ars Magica and Magic Farm 2 mod pack reviews and all sorts of things going on, I've not had as much time as I would have liked to dedicate to my, I will use the word vanilla server, although obviously, you know, it's a bucket server with quite a few plugins, so not really vanilla, I suppose, if I'm being totally honest. Anyway, I have a project. I mentioned, I think, earlier in the last episode that I did on this server, that I have a project I want to do. And the project I want to do is going to need quite a lot of resources. Quite a lot. And it's going to be based off of this platform, off the Hindenfrisbee. It's going to need an absolute buttload of wood. And probably an absolute buttload of wool. So I'm going to make on this platform over here my tree farming. Really? Just get started. I've not seen rain since I got on here and went resource gathering. Anyway, I'm going to use this platform here as my tree farming platform. It's not going to be a tree farm in the true sense of the word. I'm not going to be putting any bizarre redstone contraptions in. It is just going to be an area where I can plant trees and chop them down. But I want to make this obviously a tree area. So I have been off resource gathering. And what my plans are on here is the central area is going to be where I plant and chop down my trees. And over on this side area is going to be, decorative trees. So manufactured trees, for want of a better word. And I want these to look somewhat like weeping willows. So they're going to be quite thick trunks. They're going to, every so often, they're going to stagger out, which is going to be a pain because I'm going to have to go down and chop that odd one off. Oh dear. Have I got any dirt? Oh, I've got dirt. Well, I can do that, I suppose. Okay. These are a lot easier to build in creative. Okay. Oh. And on that side, I had a play building these off of the server, and yeah, I was pleased with the results. So 1, 2, 1, 2, to do. Right. I think I'm going to need quite a bit more dirt, and I know I haven't got any here, so I'm going to have to go and grab some, which is just great because I've got the 6 I've got in my inventory, which is not going to be enough. But this is going to kind of, these are going to kind of sweep out. They're not always going to be central to this thing. I'm going to have like 5 or 6 around the edge with the leaves kind of draping over the edges like weeping willows, which is obviously what I'm trying to build. So I'm just going to go and grab a few more resources because I think I've got a little bit more dark oak back at the warehouse, and I'll be back in a moment. Alright, got my dirt and picked up what bit of dark oak I'd got kicking around, which wasn't a lot, I'll be honest. So we're going to take this out just one more and up 3 I think on this one, and that should give me a fairly good structure to be building out of. Oh god, can I reach that? I can reach that one. Fortunately, if I fall off, all I've got to do is teleport back to the top, so not the end of the world. Thank you. Lost that one. Oh well, it's only dirt. So once we've got this structure in, the key to trees, the problem with Minecraft trees, however you see them, the acacias, the things that they're very thin, and they tend to be kind of, you remember how you drew trees when you were a kid, and you'd do like a trunk which was a straight trunk, and then it kind of a big fluffy green cloud shape on the top. That's a natural Minecraft tree. Now, of course, real trees don't grow straight up. They don't even grow straight up and then stagger by one. They kind of grow organically. Well, they grow entirely organically, if truth be known. And, you know, they grow in the direction of the sun, and if, you know, as the seasons change, they move their direction of growth around, and yada yada. And that's obviously, you know, how you get a nice natural looking tree. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to thicken this trunk at the bottom quite a bit, and we're going to have roots coming off of that. I'm going to have a root trailing off the edge, which is going to be entertaining to put in. Stop doing that. Oh God, I'll get there eventually. So we'll get this kind of thicker tree structure coming out here. And also out here. And maybe you'll have that one poking out there for now. So, you know, it kind of gets this more organic feel. Now this is still very uniform, so what I want to do is come out kind of this way and bring the roots into the ground a little bit. Don't want to come too far in, because obviously this centre of this has got to be functional. And we'll just mix this up a little bit. That way. And then over here we'll come down one and out one, and then that way a couple like this, and then maybe, oops, no, the one time I want to place it on its side, it places pointing upwards, and then this one here will come like so, just kind of placing this so it gets the feel of non-uniformity. Right, we'll have that out and that out, and then we'll go like that, and then like that. No, that's not quite right. Oh God damn it, how am I going to get this? Water bucket? No, we've got bucket but not water. This should be entertaining. Right, let's go and get some water. God, you don't half sink a distance and you jump from that height. Okay, love the way those water spires have turned out in the middle. At night it's just really pretty. These vines went mad, and I basically came around the bottom with them with string to stop them growing. Right, let's just go back home to temp, and now we can use the old water bucket trick to get under, and hopefully I'll not derp too much. So yeah, as I say, there's two resources I need for this. One is going to be wood, and I'm going to do some fancy lighting up in this tree as well, but what I want to do is we'll put the water bucket here, I think, and this is going to be entertaining. I think I'm going to have to just lose that one. Don't think there's anything I can do much about that. Whoop. Now we got the fun bit. Let me just get out the edge there. I haven't derped too much yet. And these probably wouldn't branch out much, they'd just kind of drape over the edge and just follow gravity really. Whoa! This is the bit where I always fall off if I'm trying to do skyblock. Just at the top there. So we'll have that one. Thank you very much. And we'll have this one. Thank you very much, sir. So that's the roots in place. Now the other side of the thing here is, let me just stick a few torches down just to make this video slightly less dark. Okay, so we're going to need, sorry if you can hear rattling, it's my bracelet catching on the table. Yeah, I'm a boy and I wear bracelets. I'm not afraid to admit that. So here, what I want to do is bring out the old tree. So we're going to come out 1, 2, 3. Then swap to some dirt there, and we'll bring the branch out that way. And let's have a look. Ideally I'd like to go under there, I think, so let me take that dirt out. Going to be a lot of dirt poling up and down here. That's where the boots of the traveller would come in handy. Right, so I'm going to need to go up there. And down here, and 1, 2, and we'll have that out. So what we're going to end up with is a whole lot of quite organic branches. We'll probably have some sprouting a bit lower down. I wish this rain would go away because that would make life visually better. I'm going to continue putting a few of these branches in and I will be right back. Okay, so that is the skeleton of the tree done. Looks a bit random, and that's because it is, or at least it should be. So the next thing we need to do is to start playing with foliage. And again, the problem you tend to find with these tree builds is people try to be far too uniform. So I tend to take the school of thought that we can go and try not to fall off for one. Basically build this up and almost sculpt the shape of the tree, and if you don't like something, chop it off. That doesn't work in real life, of course, only in Minecraft. Right, where am I? I don't know why I'm worried about falling, because I am over the ocean, but it is a pain in the bum if I do. So what you can do is basically go around each branch and start looking at some basic coverage. So pretty much every bit of wood that you have is covered. and it doesn't take long before you've got a kind of a bush, because obviously the leaves should grow off the branches. You know, that's how trees work. Strangely enough, I don't know whether I'm going to have enough leaves, because these are going through these at an astounding rate, and I've only done just a teeny weeny bit. Right. Bonk, bonk. See, sorry, dark oak leaves, more please. Is that all? Right, there we go. And again, this is largely, as I say, trying to just ensure that we have coverage on all the branches, and I will have to do the undersides as well. More's the pity. But what you should end up with is a much more organic looking tree. No point trying to shear that, because I'm probably just going to lose it anyway. Right, let me just see whether I can get down, remove this dirt that I put in while I'm on the way, and we'll see how that's going. So it doesn't look like much at the moment, because obviously the undersides of these branches are bare. Right, so we're going to have to do the old bridge out again. And basically cover all of that up. Cover that. Can't reach those, damn it. Definitely going to lose a bit of dirt here, but it's not a problem. So I kind of come out this way. Repeat. Until pretty much every bit of that is covered. And what we should get is what looks a bit like leaf covered twigs, which is not the look I'm going for, but it's going in the right direction. Let me just come out here a bit. As I say, I'm probably going to need to go and get more leaves, because I'm definitely shy in that department. Hup, 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 hup. And let's just come out this way. A bit more that way, and plonk. And then I need to do this other branch here, and obviously all the branches need to be done and get pretty much the same treatment. Ooh, right. Let's just kind of step back and look at that a little bit. So you can see it's very different to a normal Minecraft tree. Anyway, I'm going to finish off as much of this as I can with the leaves I've got, which is about, what, a stack and a half, and I've got some oak leaves as well, but I'll have to go and get some more dark oak leaves anyway. So I'll be back with you in a moment. Well, they say an admin's job is never done. It's always someone popping on and saying, "Oh, can you just help me with?" Which is fine, you know. It's what they pay me for. Hang on, they don't pay me. Jaden, can we have words about that, please? So anyway, we've got the entire structure up here, and it is fairly random. I wasn't sure whether I needed another branch coming this way, but I'm going to try without to start off with. And because I want this to be Weeping Willow style, I'm going to be adding, oh god, more dirt time. Where's my dirt? Let's stick that. There's not enough. Still too much to get rid of that stack. Now I need to get out here. And oh god, I really need to go down, don't I? Bugger. I'll do that one. I'll sort that in a moment. Let's get this top one done. Oops, it's not far enough out. Oh, this is so much fun when you're dirt scaffolding around everywhere. Okay, that's pretty good. For a given value, we're pretty good, obviously. Okay, and I should be able to reach that. Give that a bit of a tail there. Pardon me. Too much of an unhealthy lifestyle. Okay, so I should be able to get a little bit lower down here. I could probably manage to get a bit lower, but I think this will be low enough for this one. Yep, that'll be fine. Let's have that out of there though. I think that's... Let's bring those both down to about the same level. And... Bunk. 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 And get that one out. So the idea is that these are going to have quite draping long leaves, as you can see. And we'll get, if I can reach these from this angle. I probably can't, no, but I can get up here, can't I? Now that's that one, that's coming off of there, so we'll do that, and we're doing more of this action. And then back over there. And we'll just continue that up. That one on down that way. That one on down that way. I'll keep that one shorter actually. And pick that one up. Right, what we got? That's going on like this, and last but not least, or not last but not least, there's still more to do once we've got all this done, but that one out. Resisting the symmetry effect there. And then around the bottom, because these trees seldom, if you've ever seen trees, you know, when you go out into a forest and they'll have like little branches starting to stick out like that, we can also do this in a few places. That oops, more leaves. I went hog wild out in the wilderness with the old shears. I did enchant them with Unbreaking 3, and I have repaired my kit once. So that should... it's getting there. It's getting there. I think it needs a little bit of attention around the top. And then the other thing, and I'm resisting putting these on the actual leaves, because what I found with these is they go mad and you end up with vines all the way down to the water, but we can pop a few bits of vine here and there just to make it look a little bit weathered and old. That's probably enough. I haven't got much of that on me, but it's not like it's difficult to get. Right, dirt again. Let's just get up to the top. In fact, what I'll do is I'll just tidy up around the top, around on here, and I'll be right back. Alright, and that is the first tree done. Now I'm going to raise the ground up a little bit in places around this thing. I don't want it too rugged like that one. I may have one waterfall running off the edge around near one of these trees, but I'm happy with how that one has come out. It certainly looks anything but a natural tree. There's a bit of glowstone up in the leaves as well. I wanted it self-illuminating, really. Again, not for any mob spawning reasons, just for aesthetic effects. So I'm happy with that, and I think once those vines grow in, that'll look, it's a little bit straight around there. Can I do anything about that? Oh no, I can't. Why can you not stand on vines like you can stand on I can't quite make that. Right, dirt. When it helps if you're on there, doesn't it? Right, a little bit flat. Where was I worrying about the flatness of it? Problem is when you get up close you can't see it. Down there I think it needs something. A little je ne sais quoi. Perhaps. Let's bring that down. Let's bring that down a little bit like that. Let's go and have a look how that looks. Sometimes it's just... yeah, it makes it, but it's still flat there. There's too many... problem with these is too many flat edges sometimes. And I don't want to start obsessing about these things. Let's take that one out. No, let's leave that one in. Take that one out. How does that look? Better. And you can, seriously, if you're not careful with these, you can just end up obsessing about that. You see, that there possibly needs that one taken out. I don't know. But I refuse to start obsessing about these things. What I will do is I will get some more of these built. Probably not finish this for this episode, but if I can get the willows and the trees around the edge done, maybe the land built up a little bit, then I love those. I still love those, you know. God, I've got to stop obsessing about that. I've got to, but they just look so nice at night. They just look so glowy in the dark. Right, trees. I will be back in a little while. Okay, so I've got 3 large willows built. I think any more would be too much. Let me just wander over so we can see, depending on the angle you hit things at. For example, that one there from this angle looks wrong, but as you kind of work round, the angles change and the views change and the square edges become less square. It's annoying. So I've got bits of root hanging over the edge from this one. If I puddle on up, I've built some hills around the edge here. So this one's up on a hill, bone mealed around a bit, and got this one going up there. We've got over here, we've got another couple hanging over the edge. Now the exact centre of this, which is obviously an even number, is going to be marked out for where I grow the trees. I may make a couple of smaller trees along that edge just to balance it off, or maybe terraform that up a bit. Looks a bit flat at the moment. Haven't decided what I'm doing there. And because this platform's about 4 or 5 deep, I may go underneath just for a storage room for the logs and saplings and various stuff, bone meal, that I'm going to need to use up here. Put a little cliff and jetty bit in there. There's some root coming over the edge. So yeah, I'm happy overall. I think I may tweak these a little bit over time. You know, go a little bit OCD. But if let's try from a different angle, see what we get in terms of view. Let's do a jump down there. So I'm pleased with that. That kind of works as a kind of nature platform for me. Get that finished off next time, and this one here I think is going to be my sheep farm, and I've got plans for that. But next time we get on here and do this, we will hopefully get that up and running. It's a big project, and the project that's going to be off of this platform, not on the platform but off of it, is going to be quite painstaking to say the least. Let me just try and get back up there so we can get a view from this angle. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Would not believe how long it takes just to build a tree. There's a good couple of hours work there in those 3 trees, if not slightly more, when you take into the count the time taken going off and harvesting. I've got about a stack and a half of nearly a couple of stacks of that. I've got a few saplings from my foraging out there. So yeah, I'm happy enough with that. The Hindenfrisbee progresses slowly. Anyway, hopefully that was interesting, if not different, and we'll see you next time. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye for now.